Let us continue playing Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising as we begin the Blue Moon campaign. And we have three options, the easy one, the other easy one, and the slightly harder one. So we're going to start with the easy one. Enemy mid-tank cell, can we stop there at charge? Grit! Grit! Curses, man, what are you doing? Ooh, what's all the ruckus? Even the chickens are still sleeping. Olaf. Open your eyes and get up, you lazy scoundrel. I entrusted the defense of these mountains to you. Who do you think you are, lollying about like? Calm down there, oh bearded one. No need to get all riled up. If things get a bit dicey, we can always sound the retreat. I doubt the enemy's going to do anything too rash. You fool. Let me tell you something. Overdots. What? What is it? Don't attempt to avert my wrath with a dour look of yours. I do believe that someone's paying us a visit. What? Grit! Where do you think you're going? Grit! Tanks! Exclamation marks. Oh, I love this mission. Can't remember how to do it properly, but I love this mission. Shoot, we look at all them mid-tanks. Going head to head with those boys makes no sense at all. Very perceptive, Commander Grit. Black Hole Army, huh? My name is Ada. I came here specifically to offer you a proposition. Proposition? Yes. Let me cut to the chase. We'd like you to join the Black Hole Army. What do you say? Pardon? You possess much skill. Wasting it for Blue Moon is such a shame. You don't really buy into the whole protect and serve business, right? Dying to save a country you care nothing for? Admit it, it's nonsense. You can see with your own eyes the might of our army. We passed through several cities on our way here. Crushing them beneath our boots took no time at all. Be it Blue Moon or any other country, no one can stop us. Come, Grit. You know that joining us the smart thing to do. Well now, you got one thing right. I never did care much about which territory belonged to which country. I couldn't have cared less y'all decided to come set up shop here. In that case. However... However... You've got no call to be treating the folks who live here any way you please. What? You destroyed whole cities? You did just say that, right? Well, listen here. I don't care how powerful you say you are. You, Adder, are now my #1 enemy. If that's the way you want it, I'll destroy you here as well. Mid-tanks, advance. Grind this fool to dust. So what we are up against is a whole lot of mid-tanks. We have 4 rockets, 2 artilleries, 4 recons, and 2 infantry to deal with a lot of mid-tanks. Now, Grit, being the ranged master of this game, has a number of interesting abilities. His basic ability is that all his ranged weapons have 1 extra space. So anything which is a range of 3 to 5, for example, rockets, actually has a 3 to 6. 1 space more, and they do more damage. He's, however, much weaker in direct combat. Sniper attack increases range by 1, and sniper sight increases the range by 2. This is sort of chart, and you can see everything bar basic infantry is weaker if it's a direct combat unit. He's very, very specialized, but he is very, very good in the right circumstances. Going back to Ada. Ada is one of the more interesting Black Hole COs, and and I think he's probably my favorite other than Hawk. When we'll get to him later, but Ada definitely is one of the more worrying ones to fight against. He builds up CO power at a massively quick rate, and his 2 abilities aren't that impressive on paper, but when you realise what they actually, you know, +1 movement for everything. His superpower plus 2 movements for everything. Honestly, that can be absolutely critical at various points in the mission, and Ada is one of the ones I will use on occasion. Certainly if I'm not sure what I'm playing as, and I like... I mean, Hawk's a more powerful direct ability, but we shall see. So, to begin with, we could always use our infantry as blocking units, putting them there, but that means we won't be able to see what's going on. So, I'm going to keep both of them pinned in position here. You'll notice the rocket does kind of have a blind spot if they were to attack there, but I can deal with that with the other ones. So I'm thinking of setting up shop like this for the moment. We shall move the second one forward to there. So we have a good long wide range of attacks to go with, and we're going to do our first bit of damage to this mid-tank. Okay. Now these things on the right here are rockets. They can be deployed by infantry and do damage to an area. And I think it might even be worth going and hunting some of them down. Now I know they've got more than just the basic stuff there, but we're still going to move you to there. Move you to there, and I'm going to keep you... There's no way they've got anything near range, have they? No chance of it. So I'm going to risk and move that forward. My other infantry, on the other hand, is going to go... and probably get killed. But I'd rather keep them alive, so I'm going to run him backwards. They're going to advance this turn, so... Oh, I didn't move them to... oh well. They moved the other two mech units. Annoyingly, that's another bit of a blind spot for us, but we'll deal with that. In come some mid-tanks. Okay. And now he's just basically going to mention those. So, those are the rockets he just mentioned. So, we should move you back one space. Next up, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I should probably weaken the mid-tanks as much as possible. Rather than trying to knock one individual ones out, it's going to be much more beneficial for me if I actually just weaken a lot of them. So I'm going to go down the houses and do maximum damage to as many of them as possible. Particularly if they're on roads and they've got a chance with the luck variance of doing 7 damage rather than 6. As you saw that happen there. There is a luck variance involved with every attack in the game, which I believe is plus or minus 10% by default. Certain characters have different ones. So greatest the chance of doing 10% more damage. I think it's just plus. Characters like Sonya. Sonya has really bad luck, so she only has a plus of 5, potentially 5%. And I think it goes down. I think she's the negative one. Oh, we can mock up this this mech unit actually, which is probably not a bad plan. A recon unit rather. So that's dealt with. I'd love to be able to see what they're doing. And now I know what they're doing. They're moving infantry across. That could potentially prove problematic for us, but we'll go and see. They've left 2 recons back there. I should also probably move you down. And you across. So I could blow at one of these, but either way, I think my unit there is actually going to be in a lot of bother if I do. So I'm more inclined to run away at this point and hold the position later. And here comes the side slip. Yeah, already. We're damaging in mid-tank, so he's going to get a lot of benefits for that, but still. Now everything moves forward faster by 2. And that meant he could go and knock out my artillery. Which means suddenly I've got a fight on my hands up there. The good news is they have all gone that way, so... here we go. That's the other thing I need to be careful of. He's going to move his infantry along. So I'm starting to think it's probably worthwhile to go and try and knock some of these out, but... not that worthwhile. I need to get rid of these mech units first. There's one. And now we've got a superpower up. Yeah, we could go with something like that. I'm just thinking about a few other things here, but we have a lot of range here, so it's not as if we're completely finished. And we're going to go and clear out the road over here. Down the fort. I think he gets a slight power boost from this, but wipe out the recon as well. The reason I'm wiping out the recons is because I can then actually attack with my own ones. Weaken you. And we are saving for superpower because we might just need the thing. Wipe you out with the Bat's rocket unit. Then I can attack with my reconnaissance unit to wipe that little bit out. He should, in theory, have one more infantry somewhere. And no, he doesn't quite wipe him out, which is a little annoying, but we'll manage. So, how to get around this one then? This recon is probably dead. But I could wipe out one of his mid-tanks at this point. Or weaken another one down to 1. Slow them up, maybe. This is a delaying move. Not sure it's a massively great one, but that's what we're going for. Hence why I'm moving this recon back. The other thing we do not want to do is to lose too many units at this point. I could send you back for recovery, but I need to see what's going on. And this artillery is actually in the middle of nowhere, so I should probably try and deploy that back round. Still, we end the turn. We're probably going to lose that. Actually, we might not, because he's only got a weakened one there. He's most likely to attack with that weakened mech unit against him. Recon v recon, but that's fine. We now sort of attracted him out there. Another recon, and they are sort of moving up. So yeah, by spending 2 turns getting basically destroyed, we actually held up their advance a little bit here. And they're now moving back into range. So now if we were to use our... Oh, it's our normal power at the moment. They'll blow up the... They'll blow up the artillery if we continue on like this, but we want to try and hold them in position as much as possible. So it might even be swapping them out. Doing something like this. Now, the genius of this move, and it is fairly genius, is that now he can't really blow that up with his level 4 unit. He can do a lot of damage to it, certainly, but he can't kill it. Meanwhile, this rocket is really out of position, but we're going to keep using it anyway. We'll try and shift it back up in the next turn, if we're not using our superpower things. Meanwhile, my infantry is going to go and fire that rocket off. And we have another mech up just to be supportive. So, two units then that I really have to worry about. I can just blow you up. But I think we're going to take out the recon first. And that's 4, so all the reconnaissance units should be out, and they got 1 mech unit left. And I'm going to weaken one at the back. Because you don't like their mid-tanks. And if he wastes a side slip at this point, it's actually more beneficial for us as well. And there we go, superpower active, and we'll be able to drop this on them. So, our weakened mech unit... oh, there we go. Just a side slip. So, +1 movement for this turn. I keep calling them mech units, but they're recons. I don't know why I got mechs on the mind. And one of them has gone into the hidden area, which is not nice. Not nice at all. Oh, they did have one there. And darn it, that's what I've missed now. Because they've done this. Aha! Okay. That's annoying. Alright. Good news is he's going to slightly repair that. Once you're in my sights, there's no getting away. Superpower. Super Sniper. Okay, so first up, boom. We're dealing with the mid-tank he left behind. How do I want to play this? I think I should really hurt you. I can then kill you off with the infantry I've left back. I think I can kill you off with the infantry I've left back. No, I can't actually. Recon should be able to get around there though. The range is now ridiculous, by the way. But one mid-tank destroyed. Yeah, because I can run around there. Only 22% damage. God darn grit. Still, managed to deal with it. And I can now see where all of them are. Which is going to be helpful in a moment, because now I'm going to be firing a rocket. I'm going to start wiping them out. So I can swap the recons over. I can actually go and attack with you. Further weakening this front point. Launch the rocket. I think that should be fine. As you notice, he's now got a lot of ones. And he's not going to have those two at the back either. Unfortunately, we are starting to run out of ammo on our rockets that aren't in towns. Let's see how many shots they got left, but I think we should be okay. Alright, what I'm now going to do... Maybe in a little bit. I'm now going to swap that over. If they've only got 5 points worth of mid-tank left... I know they got one hidden in the woods. Yeah, so they've merged up. Well, in comes the first attack. And I think that is everything. So what I really want to do is I want to blow it up, but... Alright, well let's find them first and I'll shoot them with the next round. Because again, it's a weakened thing, so it should not be able to hurt us. And the only thing to make sure is that he's got nothing else hidden, which I don't think he does. Out of range, so that's everything done, I believe. I will just go and throw you back around to make absolutely sure of this. In turn. Oh, it's a mid-tank, which is probably going to do a lot of damage. It very nearly wipes it out, actually. But still, we hold them in position. We know where they are. I have just a couple of shots, and yeah, 2 shots, and I will need them both, but that'll be it. Mission complete. Grit defeats Adder. Will I get the top rank for this though? Bit touch and go. I might have lost a couple of speed points, but honestly, this was a good run. We didn't lose any units. We did wipe everything out, so we should have power. How? What happened? My mid-tank brigade routed? Retreat. Grit, where are you, Grit? Forcing that villain out of retreat was quite... What was that? Something I can do for you, Frosty? You impertinent fool! This is the way you speak to your commander? Stand right there. I'm going to teach you a lesson. Not in front of the boy. Hey, son. I'm going to catch some shut-eye. You're in charge. Huh? Me? You mean me, sir? Ah! Grit! Hold it right there! Mission complete. And we get the full 300. Excellent. S rank all the way so far. It won't last. The same for show. Oh, we did lose a 300 somewhere. But we still got the S ranks. Okay, so S ranks all the way. That took us a little longer than I thought it was, actually. It was an easy mission, but a bit of a long one. So, 2 more to go. I think we need the other simple mission next, which I believe is Colin's first introduction. So we have to show off what Colin can do. I'll see you next time, folks.